Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and today I'll be bringing you a 1 versus 1 against Blessed be the Lord 777 again. I'm in command of Venice, he commands the Byzantine Empire, so kind of a historical matchup here. I'm going to quickly rush for this even ground over here. My army consists of, I think it was either 5 or 6 Venetian heavy infantry. These guys are brilliant infantry. I've got 4 units of Knights Hospitaller. I've also got, 2 units of Knights Hospitaller, 2 units of Broken Lancers, and I've got about 5 or 6 units of Musketeers and I think it's 3 Pike Militia to shield them. His army's quite, again, heavy, infantry heavy. But he'll start to readapt and get into more cavalry later on. But I rush over here though because I want to get nice even terrain for my muskets to use their guns. And here I'm going to let them loose. So let's just rip out rather, let them loose. And here's a better look at my army now that it's freed up. It's 5 units of Venetian heavy infantry. These guys are awesome, extremely powerful heavy infantry units in this game. I think it's looks to be 5 musketeers with about 3 or 4 pikes. So here he does a charge, but as you can see, my plan is always mix the muskets with the pikes, and his cavalry is going to get
we need to act.
Very badly destroyed by my pikes. So they just pull my guns out of there in time. I'll lose a few guns, but not really very many. This unit actually did lose quite a bit because it was a wee bit out.
By the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
So apparently it's really bad. See, I was quite heavily outnumbered, but as you can see, my pike plan always works well. So here he's going to charge in. I'm going to counter his charge with my own, but he's going to get a better charge. But I do have more numbers. Plus I'll toss in an infantry unit just to make sure I win that. And I bring my guns back up, get them into position. So as you can see, the mixture of pikes and guns works really well. As demonstrated, he lost a good portion of cavalry, while I didn't really lose any guns at all except for that 1 unit on the end. I'm having a wee bit of trouble with these 2 units of Vardariatai over here, horse archers, that are bothering me a bit, so I'm just sort of harassing them, trying to run them off with my Hospitallers. His infantry now comes in.
We need to act.
So I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can with my guns as these Varangian guards come in. He's got 4 of those, 4 dismounted Latin cons, some spear militia, and about 3 or 4 guard archers, and he had about 3 cataphracts and those 2 Vardariatai. So as that happens, he's going to charge into my pikes, but I'm going to have my Venetian heavy infantry rush in to meet them, and I'm going to come from the flank and with a charge from my heavy cavalry. But he does bring in spear support, so I'm going to pull out of that before I get into too much difficulty. Over here, this duel is still going on. It's pretty even for the most part. My broken lancers are not quite as strong as cataphractoi, but I do have infantry coming in. But here I'm going to hit the side of his Latin cons that are now gauged on my pikes. But this fight is fairly even all the way along the line. Very good fight. But the Varangian Guard are only good on the charge, plus pikes are a good unit to actually absorb a charge, so they're good, but at the same time they're not nearly as effective once they get into a prolonged melee. So here I'm going to send my gunners around the flanks and shoot them in the back and in the sides. So that's my plan there, and I'm doing several hammer and anvil strikes, but he is screening with his spear militia, so this is a clever move, because spear militia are not very reliable anyway. So that makes a little difference to him. So over here he actually breaks through me here, which is a real concern, so I'm worried I'm going to get outflanked here. So I'm going to have to quickly either crack the central piece here with my cavalry in order to save that part very quickly. His Vardariatai are actually distracting my gunners here from actually getting my musketeers from getting into the backs of him here. So he's doing very well having me outflanked like this. But over here I kill his general.
The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
So yeah, he cracked through here because I didn't have as much infantry to guard it. but I do have enough men left here to just simply turn around and absorb his charge and protect my flank while I win in some other areas. But while this is happening, my guns are actually going to be shooting into his flank, and that will be extremely useful. As you can see, it causes a very big rout once those missiles fire straight to his back like that. So that breaks there, so I can simply turn and face his outflanking unit. So they didn't turn it that bad, but he's still got his archers firing away, and that's a nuisance. So I'm going to send my hospitals in to kill them, or run them off at least, while I send the remainder of my men around the back.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So my musketeers are firing away, or should be, but they could be glitched, which sometimes happens if you automatically choose your target. So I'm going to use some hammer and anvil strikes here. This should rout the rest of these Morangian guards. This fight gets down really tight, basically because he had quite a lot more heavy infantry than me. I think he had about 3 or 4 extra units over me, so that made this quite hard. And my cavalry didn't exactly come out real decisively on top of the battle. And I'm having limited success with my gunners because sometimes they're glitching. As you can see, a lot of the time they're not actually shooting anything, and I have been giving them orders where to shoot at, so it's kind of annoying. But fortunately, his infantry does break, but he does have his Vardaritai coming in now. So that's going to be a really close fight now. But I do have some of my hospitals alive, and I still got Venetian heavy infantry. And I'm bringing my gunners in closer, so I can be really devastating with them. And I'm also going to form them up along here so I can shoot down at his other units down here. So he's bringing in his cav, even his Vardaritai, even the horse archers, they're quite capable horse archers in the melee as well. But I should be okay enough to handle them. So some of his units start to rout again.
And the course of this battle changes because defeat seems almost certain.
So it seems they seem to think I'm going to be defeated, but I'm not. It's starting to go my way, but just because his forces were quite a little bit larger than mine. It was about 400 more men than me, so...
the battle seems to be swinging in our favour. The battle is in our favour. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. Our men are under attack. We must
so
act
he gets
now.
a very good charge in with on the sides of my men here. And he's going to send me outflank me, but I'm going to counter outflank him with my pikes. And my general does die.
And perhaps our chances of victory.
Oh, sorry guys, crazy spinning moment. I lost a few units there, and I am starting to actually, it says I'm getting defeated every round, but I've got my guns right in their flank, and hopefully they'll fire, and they will fire thankfully, and that will cause his men to panic and lose their morale very quickly if they're getting shot at like this by muskets. But not every unit's actually doing a lot of firing, which is kind of frustrating. Unfortunately, it's enough to rout most of his units. Now I see that this unit here is all unprotected, so I'm going to get around behind it with my muskets. This is what you need to do with muskets, you go around the flanks and things. But these Byzantine guard archers are fighting hard, and this fight is really down to the wire. But that's what I found in medieval too. Often the fights are quite down to the wire. Well, they can be anyway. Or at least the infantry and cavalry fights usually are. It just depends. So I'm coming in behind him. But I'm starting to beat him down anyway.
The battle is in our favour. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
So, see, a lot of the guns, they just spend too much time sitting still. It's kind of frustrating. They're like glitched like that. Now, I was positive I was telling them to shoot here.
Clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
So I finally managed to beat him down. but it was very close. As you can see, he had about 300 more men than I did, or 250. So I had 1477, lost 874, I have 603 left. I got 1,187 kills and 253 captured, so for around about 1400. Blessed be the Lord had 1717, got 1489, lost 1489, and he had 228 men remaining, for a total of 999 kills and 25, so just over 1,000 for him. So my Knights Hospitaller, big kills, reasonable captured, so they did really well. My Broken Lancers, they did pretty good considering up against Cataphracts, which are better. This one got a few captured, so it's sort of even. They were pretty even. My Musketeers were quite effective in this fight, causing some big routs, but because they sometimes have a tendency to glitch, it's annoying, but when they work, they work. So they didn't do too bad, but they probably could have done better. But at the same time, there was quite a lot of he rushed, which was a very good move, because it denies me to use them for extended periods of time. My Venetian Heavy Infantry, though, 95, 114, 65, 72, 130, they did all of them did pretty good, really, considering they had quite a lot to go up against, but very, very, very good. Pipe Militia, they did their job fantastically to protect those muskets. And it all just came together nicely. But Venetian Heavy Infantry are some of the about equal with Conquistadors, so they're extremely good, and some of the most reliable infantry in the game. So anyway, great name to Blessed be the Lord 777. I have one more battle against him, and this time it's after I've given him some ideas about cavalry and things like that, and it is a much more challenging. It was an even more challenging fight against him, because he's got some more ideas about how to play in the next one, so it'll be good, and I'll bring that to you next. So hope you guys are enjoying these battles. Feel free to leave comments. I thank you for watching them, and again guys, many thanks for all you watching all my videos and comments and stuff. So I'll see you soon for the next one.